Well, if you have a toddler, you know that it takes longer to clean up after a meal than it actually does to feed them, right? But turns out that might be a good thing. Messy toddlers apparently make better learners.
Well, see what you think about this. A new study found that kids who play with and even throw the oozy and gooey objects in their high chairs, the study says they learn the names of those objects more quickly than the kids who don't. Now, this study looked at how kids learn their words for non-solid objects like oatmeal and glue and stuff like that. Dr. Zorba's here with us to explain why words for non-solid objects are more difficult. Thanks for being with us.
Oh, a pleasure to be here. You know, solid objects are easy to identify. You know, look at a flower and you can hold up a flower and say it's a flower. But think about it, they're textures, you know, with gooey stuff, chocolate cake and glue and oatmeal and all this stuff. They're textures. And the way kids learn is by doing, not just by seeing. So we'll look at something and we'll see it, but we know it because we've touched it and we played with it. And this particular study shows that it's good to let kids get messy. That's really what it is. That getting messy is really a wonderful thing to have for your kids, and that's how they learn. And just like we want to teach our children words, we want to teach them words for textures, and that means putting them in the high chair and letting them fool around.
Really about the experience. You remember the experience is better, I guess.
Yeah, it's the experience, and that is the experience, the taste, the touch. And you remember as a kid, you know, touching things, then tasting them, and some of them tasted really good, and some of them did not taste good. I remember tasting shaving cream as a kid.
Every little boy does that.
Is that exact? It's like, you know, oh, let me try the shaving cream, and it was not the same as whipped cream at all.
Well, researchers, this was the University of Iowa, and what they did here, they studied 16-month-olds, and they exposed them to 14 of these non-solid objects. What exactly are they looking for in that study?
Well, they're looking to see whether or not the kids can identify the objects. And we know that it's very important for children to develop language right away. And the more language we teach them, the better off they are. And frankly, the smarter they become as adults. And so they found the kids that were basically playing with these gooey objects learned what they were quicker than the kids who just kind of looked at the objects. So it's very important to have tactile learning. That's how kids learn. That's how infants learn. They learn through touch as much as through sight. We as adults are very interested in sights, but kids, you know, they want to put their mouth on everything and touch everything.
Right.
Yeah, sure. The setting matters too, right?
Yeah, the high chair was good.
Okay.
High chair was good because also they could take the stuff down and throw it into the ground, and they could learn that throwing things actually accomplishes something. So they're learning about depth, using their hands, movement, and therefore it's going to be better. You just don't want them to throw them at you.
Yeah.
You want them to throw them on the ground.
And for edible objects, I recommend a dog, by the way, to keep that floor clean.
There you go.
What is the takeaway for parents through this whole process?
Takeaway for your parents is let your kids be kids. That's exactly it. That there really is a function for letting your children touch things, play things, and get messy. Don't get them clean all the time. There's a time to get clean, like when you're going to go outside with them and go visit the relatives, and there's a time to get messy, and that's when you're in the high chair.
Well, that's a lot of fun watching them grow as well. Dr. Zorba, great to have you with us.
A pleasure.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Okay.